بسم الله الرحمن الرحیم. ما میخواهیم که مختصرا جناب پرنس علی را به شما معرفی کنم. اگرچه معرفی است، فقط همون چیزی را که ما در اینجا نوشته کردیم به زبان انگلیسی. First, by the name of Allah. Then I would like to say most welcome to honorable guests and the audience in the hall. Today the National Council of Afghanistan for Peace want to tell to International Council and President Government of Afghanistan, President Parliament of Afghanistan and Senate. National Council of Afghanistan choose and select and announce Mr. Prince Ali as a peace leader and spokesperson, and we have selected 3 people for the future election from National Council.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحیم. برادران و خواهران، دوستان عزیزی که امروز اینجا تشریف آوردید، از ائمه شما سپاس و خیلی مقدم میگم. از بزرگهای ما که امروز اینجا تشریف آوردن. از ما خواهش شده که یک قسمتی از برنامه را ما با اجازه شما بزرگا با انگلیسی صحبت کنیم، به خاطر که اهداف مرامی که ما امروز برای ملت و مردم خود داریم او را بیانیه بدیم و بعد از او دوباره با نشرات و میدیای خود هستیم که سوالهایی که دارن و خط مشق برنامه و هدفی که ما داریم این را امروز بعداً برای شما با فارسی و اعلان بداریم. با اجازه شما بزرگا اجازه هست که ما اهداف ما را میره که از طرف ملت و مردم هست، این را ما امروز به زبان انگلیسی اولا و بعداً باز ما شما با فارسی با دوستای خود انشاءالله یک جای می باشیم و برنامه را به پیش میبریم. Hi, who has created this world and who will be ending this world. God is merciful. God is the only one. God is the most high and endable positions for him in this world. No matter how much we speak about him, it will never end. Today we're here for a gathering in Afghanistan for peace. Afghanistan, a country which has been in war for many, many years. Afghanistan is a country who's been suffered through so much for the last, at least I would say 30 years. This country been through so much of pain. The people, the armless people of Afghanistan. I'm here today with the people who they've been harmful. A people who has not a power to bring their voice up. And I'm honored here today to be chosen as a leader and a spokesperson for peace in Afghanistan. For people who their voices can go higher. And we are the one to be and help this country and achieve their goals with the name of God. Ladies and gentlemen, in this country, we have seen so much. So much has been going on. So much chaos has been going on. How can we be sure that we can help this country? In what way? Without you guys, this law, this country will not exist. Without the people who've been through suffering and pain, this country will not exist. Without you guys to be stand up and rise for the name of God, this country will not exist. And we speak about one thing always, money, integrity, love. But are they combined together? I don't think so. Money doesn't bring happiness in our lifetime, as what you guys have seen so far in the past many years. Afghanistan, as a country right now, which is a first world country of war, the target of every nation, and who's suffering? Only the poor people of Afghanistan. Only the most average people in Afghanistan. Not our businessmen, Not our ministers, not our lawmakers, not the one who lives in a high standard of life. Who is suffering? Us, as a poor people, and average people. And no one listened to us, and no one listened to our voices. The international law and media and power of the world gives so much billions out in Afghanistan. But where is it? We don't even have a right concrete streets. We don't even have the right lights in Afghanistan. We don't even have the right buildings in Afghanistan. Where is all those stands right now? Where we stand for it? Why can we not bring some positive changes in Afghanistan? For how long we'll keep doing this? We always talk about being Muslim, but we kill our own brothers. We're talking about being Muslim. We're arming each other for the race, for the name of God. But for how long? We're just making money off of those poor people of Afghanistan and never ever try to reach out for them and do something for them. Billions, $1 trillion in Afghanistan come, what happens? Where is it? All the businessmen, all the lawmakers, all the highest people and standards, they take it. And they left on the street. But if we don't rise for this, we'll never end up this position. I ask the international law, I ask the United States of America to pay attention to those poor people this time. Enough is enough. This country has been so much through war. Enough is enough. The international law, United Nations, pay attention to us today. This country has suffered for so long, and they will go through another war again if we don't fix these problems. We are not commanding anyone to do this, but we're telling this. Our brothers and sisters are endless tired of this position right now. We had a blood river in Afghanistan, and we will have it again. But we have to stop this. We have to pay attention, media. We have to pay attention, the world. We have to pay attention. The greatest country that has been helping Afghanistan, like the United States of America, England, Canada, France, Holland, Sweden, Denmark, all those countries. We are asking them today, please, pay attention to the people who are poor and average in Afghanistan. Pay attention to their voices. Let's hear them for once what they want, for God's sake. If we don't do this, for how long we could exist? We are here today to announce that this country has been suffered for this long, and we are willing to stand up for those people and average people's life. We are willing to pay attention as what needs to supposed to happen. Many people don't take us seriously at this time, but there will be another ending position in Afghanistan if we don't do this in the right way. We ask the governments, we ask the lawmakers, we ask them to pay attention. We will have elections candidates. We will have the people who will be in charge and be part of this new government in Afghanistan. We have leaders, we have tribes of Afghanistan, we have politicians, and we have many, many others that they will be joining and being part of what we have so far done. The greatest people in Afghanistan are here, and their voice can never be heard. Why? I'm hoping that our people stand for their rights, and the international lawmakers will stand and listen to us for once this time. We've been giving so much out for higher people, but please let's this time give out something for those people, these poor people of Afghanistan. These people, they've been suffered, been abused by age of 4, 6, 18, 16, 4, the girls and the boys in Afghanistan. What's going on here? Every day, they've been tortured, they've been given away. And who makes money in Afghanistan? The higher position people, right? Who gets killed in Afghanistan? The poor average people of Afghanistan. Why they get killed? Because they need money. They need to live. They need to survive somehow. But we cannot give anything back to them. I'm hoping this time that we, as a country, who is standing out here and suffering for this long, this time, the international lawmakers pay attention to this thing, for once, in coming with us, being sharing this with us. That's what we are hoping for today. There's so much to say about the country as far as briberies, killing brothers, talking about so much chaos. Let's stop this and bring the right peace. Peace is not about just talking. Peace is about action, getting closer to your God. Peace is not what we make money off of killing our brothers every day, for God's sake. Peace is not about foundations to be built in Afghanistan and not being giving something good for them. The higher people makes money, the poor and average people, look at what happens in the streets. If you guys need their help, we're here to stand for it in a strike and have a march against, if that's what needs to be done for you. But we are here. Otherwise, we're standing back on the same position. So we do ask the international lawmakers, we do ask the world as what they see, to share us, to help us and come through with us. With those average, disabled, poor, and people who their voice cannot be ever heard. Love? No. They're buying them to just give them a chosen numbers so they could be part of election. They're just hiring their numbers. Because those people cannot do anything about it. We have commanders in Afghanistan that stands behind and ask you to do this. But the international lawmakers have to see this is not right. Let's walk and see realities. Let's come together and see what's really going on in Afghanistan. Let's not just be behind the curtains and watch what's going on. Let's walk on the dirt like we have done it. Let's see exactly what's going on. Let's ask those painful people. We have generals in Afghanistan. We have commanders. We have ministers. They're not working today. What their highest education they have? Who is working? People, they just come today because they have some position and they know some good people. They have money. But what happens to the people who they have worked in Afghanistan for the last 30 years? Why the international law in the United Nations doesn't pay attention to those things? Why? Can we join and let's bring our voices up as much as we can and show to the world we do have good people in Afghanistan. We do have the right generals. We do have the right colonels. We have the right ministers. We have the right teachers. We have the right people so they can stand for their rights. But they cannot even put their heads up because of the power of law. What law? The law that's been given today. Choosing to not be part of peace. Choosing to be just part of military. There is military people out here. But they cannot do what's supposed to be done for them. Why? Because Afghanistan cannot give it up. There is so much to speak. At the end, I ask the international law again, which is that's going to be sound out to this world, and from NATO to ISAF and states that we have been negotiating with them. Hopefully we could come out and do something good for the situations. This time we have lost for this long, but now we should come back and do something right. And we do have a press that they want to ask questions in Farsi in different languages. And I want to thank every one of the people who they shown up today for the last 24 hours gathering. They just made it up. And we're just asking for God to help us. And we're asking every one of you guys to share this with each other. Let's love each other and let's share this, because blood is red when we're all as a human being. Let's come together. Let's do this time right. Let's not stop this voice. Let's go. Let's move forward with the name of God. With the name of God. With the name of God. And I thank you, every one of you, for that. God bless.